It wasn't the Expedition, the Durango.
No, that was not the heater core. It was the blend door.
No, one of you got from that guy.
Yeah, the one
at by Erico, the old car lot there. The heater core was bad in it. You had no heat. I don't remember which one it was. I thought it was the Durango.
It was the Durango.
And you said it was going to be a fucking bitch.
Yeah, because you got to get behind the whole fucking dash.
But thank God he exchanged it out for us, and that's when we got the Expedition. I don't know. Do all cars have a heater core?
Yeah.
I remember that because you searched everything. You thought the thermostat was stuck open, or the thermostat was stuck open or stuck closed. One of them. Some bullshit like that. I know you looked at everything. And you found out that the heater core was bad in it.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T. The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Solid stiff arm. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. They're led out by the former #1 overall pick from the University of Miami. It's Cam Ward.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 18 carries, 78 yards. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now.
To throw is Ward. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Texans first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Throwing is Ward.
Over the middle, it's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that will bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at their 48-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the gun, here's Ward.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
They'll try and throw for it with Ward. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
And the Texans first down. An 8-yard pickup. And the Texans
from the gun, he'll hand this off. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. And they'll try to run the option here. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 14 yards that time, and a first down on the keeper.
Texans, first down. A gain of 14. First down, Houston.
Here's Ward. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins. And the Texans are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. And they'll run on the inside handoff. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Completes this out wide. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. On 4th down, on his groupie to try the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And this one is right through. And it's now 3-0 Texans. And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well. So your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. Leading them out is their rookie quarterback, the young man from the University of Michigan.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl-type season, and maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year, and with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone.
Rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 4.
It's a pick up at 6. Here's our 2nd and
Up the middle they go. Nash. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
It was a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Open man is Collins. He's got it. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. 2nd and 8 coming from the 19. Here's Stroud. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Will go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans are able to widen their advantage. Well, they were looking to pick up the first down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage partners. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
Cooper able to add the PAT. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Jaden Blue. Takes it to about the 37. The rushing numbers for Blue a week ago. 21 carries, 137 yards, and a score.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
And he stopped immediately there. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? You look at the defense for these Texans. They come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
Numbers don't tell you everything, but they do paint a pretty good picture. We're talking about 2 top 5 units going at each other. One in running the ball, one in stopping the run. I think this is going to be a whole lot of fun myself.
Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. North. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. The Cowboys come in search of win number 9 on the year. And they come in as a team that looks like a well-oiled machine getting ready for the postseason. Winners of 8 of their last 10.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Looking to throw. North. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. So not only do you not get the first down, but you've also made things a lot more difficult on your field goal kicker.
Yeah, they're still in range, but you're exactly right because you know the kicker's over there saying, thanks a lot, you just made my job a little tougher because when he kicks it now, he'll kick it lower. Because he's got to get more distance, that means there's more jeopardy for the ball to get tipped or blocked.
So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Texans offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And as you see on the graphic, he's right up there with the best in the league when it comes to throwing touchdowns. Currently 2nd in the NFL at this point of the season. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Over the middle, complete. That's Collins. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Stroud looking to throw. Another one caught by Collins.
He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
Throwing now is Stroud. That one complete. It's taken down.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
That's another Texans first down. A gain of 12. First down, Texans.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
First down. It's a gain of 10. And the Texans first down.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line.
And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
A good passing down here. They send 3 receivers to the right of the formation on 2nd down.
The short one there taken in by Ferguson.
That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again.
And the Texans first down. A gain of 7. First
Stroud to throw it.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Saints back at the 31. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
The short one there taken in by Ferguson.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
3rd and 9.
Stroud. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And his kick is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And they will regular down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Cowboys offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's building his case for MVP consideration with each passing week. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes as we move into the back half of the season.
The drive starts with a run by Blue. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
From the 33, here's a 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Back to throw. North. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd.
They'll go with a keeper.
And he will have a Cowboys first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
At the 38-yard line.
Well, they pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, it totally was. I thought they'd go with it back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll try and run again with Blue.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
They'll swing this out to Blue.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Operating from the gun. North. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 29-yard line. That ball caught by Harrison. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Now he's going to step up and run. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Looking to throw. North. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys have cut it back within a score. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. And he puts it through to within 3. It's 13-10. A 10-play drive that time. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he returns this to the 22. Houston set to take over. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
From the 31, here comes 2nd and a yard. As Stroud now to throw. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
First down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Stroud working out of the gun. Going right back to Ferguson. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
12 yards. That's another Texans first down.
Stroud will look to throw once more. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Takedown in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squeak kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff. Because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Shifts by him. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So halftime straight ahead. It is time to join our good friend Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
Our journey through the NFL starts now at Ford Field in Detroit. The Lions at home to take on Gang Green, the New York Jets. And this is Garrett Wilson. He's going to bring this one in, and away he goes. 69 yards for the touchdown catch. The Jets come away with the victory as they get back to 500, standing 6-6. Next up, Duval County, Jacksonville, Florida. Let's check in on the Jaguars as they host the Indianapolis Colts. And it's Jalen Noel, one of his 2 touchdown catches in the first half. The Jags up by a touchdown, 21-14 the halftime score. Lastly, we go up to Lambeau Field. It's the Packers hosting the Chicago Bears. And this is Luther Burden. He makes the big play to kick off the scoring, this one of his 2 touchdowns so far. The Bears on top in this one at halftime. And time for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the National Football League. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward as we send you back out to Brandon and Charles.
It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43. Looking to put a drive together. They begin with a carry for Blue. Down the left sideline. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. 93 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. First down, and they go right back to Blue. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4.
At the 4-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
They go again with Blue. And the Cowboys are going to be set up for the 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. Blue. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Good job there defensively to push them back on 1st down. I'm not sure if this is 4-down territory or not because they can kick the field goal and get it back within a score.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. His 10th touchdown this season, 2nd of the game. And the Cowboys have got it back to within a score. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
17.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Texans offense and Nico Collins heading onto the field. And you see the numbers for him into this third quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open throughout. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Slot man moves right. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Hands it off out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back 2-yard losses, and that sets up a tough 3rd and 14. We'll need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. The Texans send the punter out. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Cowboys offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here.
And you're starting to sense the momentum possibly changing just a little here. You get the touchdown your previous drive, then you force a punt, and now this is a good positive play here to start this drive. And you can just sense the tide starting to turn here in a one-score game.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 128 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. North. And he rifles one incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
From the left side, it's complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Give him 32 on the play.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. So on 4th down, out is Brandon Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is good. And that's going to tie things at 20. So we're back to even after the short field goal. CD, you like the decision to kick it there?
Well, I'm glad you asked me if I like it and didn't ask me if I love it. Because I'm not even sure I like it, but I do get it. First job on this drive, tie the game. They did that. But now they got to put a challenge to their offense and say, can't settle for 3 anymore, guys. We got to get the ball in the end zone from here on out.
The Texans offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he continues to be a nightmare for teams to defend in the red zone. You see the graphic. He's 2nd in the NFL in terms of rushing touchdowns by a quarterback. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. Now Stroud. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
The Texans, first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Delson in motion. They'll fake the jet sweep, and now Stroud to throw off play action. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Stroud. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good game.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and inches.
Stroud keeps it. And he is going to have a Texans first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
He ran it last time. Now Stroud will throw it. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Stroud out of the gun here. Caught left side. Here's Dell.
And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
It's a gain of a yard. And the Texans, first down. First and goal. At the 9.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great play there.
His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
The point after, good by Groupie.
And they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now in Arlington, it's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And some space here. And the Texans scoop it. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
And now out comes Houston.
They'll be hoping to work a little clock and try to add on to this slim 4th quarter lead. But whatever happens on this drive, certainly a huge fumble recovery by their defense at this juncture.
He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and 10.
At the 18-yard line.
option right. Here's Stroud. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a third down.
3rd and 6.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a third down gain of 4. So here we go. A big spot now for Blake Grupe. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The home team's offense and their running back getting set to go once more. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
But they certainly got dented with that first down run, so now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
2nd and 6. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
The 38-yard line.
Back to throw. North. Looking left side, and it's complete. Then he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 33 yards that time.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the 4th quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Marvin Harrison Jr. with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they can afford to go without.
But the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
And the Texans set to come onto the field. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down. From the 46, here's 2nd down and 8. Stroud sets up the play action. A quick throw there is incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5. The Texans send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. They start the drive with a give to Blue. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. North. And a quick throw here. That's complete. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. North trying to set up a screen for Blue. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Back to throw again. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down.
Well, this has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks. Pair that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees this defense again, it'll be way too soon.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll try to run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. 2nd down and 8. Stroud will run the option left. And he'll get it down this time to 17. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Jet sweep now. Here's Collins. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Here's Stroud. And it is caught. And the Texans are going to have a first down, and that is the big one, as they should be able to run it out from here.
First down. 1st and goal.
Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll. To a knee goes Stroud, and that is going to be all she wrote. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football.